Hi guys, welcome to my week 7 journal entry. This week I'm going to be talking about how my view has changed over this course and throughout this project that we've been doing. And I'm also going to be talking about how my personal views have changed as well. So one thing that has really changed for me is my heart for parents. I came into this class and this project very focused on how I can help the kids, and very quickly realized that it starts with helping the parents. I think that I didn't realize beforehand, especially in my community, how many parents and families needed help and different resources. Throughout this lesson, I've learned that about 20% of my community lives in poverty, which is like an insane amount of people. That's just crazy to me. I had no idea. But yeah, just one huge thing that has changed for me is that, I really have been focusing on how I can help the parents because that directly affects the kids. Also, some of the new information that has impacted me is the fact that that there are resources out there, but there's not enough. There's not nearly enough resources in my community to help the families. And I've also realized that a lot of it is focused on the kids. There isn't enough help and resources to help the parents get back on their feet. It feels very black and white to me. For example, there's a lot of resources for things like, drug treatment or like different things like that. But there's no in between. There's no like, okay, I've gotten back on my feet a little bit, but I don't have a job yet, and I need to get my kids back. There's not a ton of help for people who are in that situation. It's very like, okay, if you're at your very, very bottom, like your worst, we're here to help you. But once you get out of that, out of your worst situation, there's no longer the help that those people need, especially the most at that time. So that's one thing that I really learned and has impacted me in a huge way, because I see the need in our community, and I just see all the opportunities that I have and my community has to help the people that live here. So one way that the design process has impacted my thinking is that it's really broadened my brainstorming. So for example, I'm the kind of person where I come up with one idea and I'm like, great, this is a great idea, and I just run with it. After doing this design process, I have spent a lot more time brainstorming and coming up with several ideas and kind of elaborating on all of those ideas and figuring out which one is going to be the best. And it was really interesting to me because the idea that I went with after doing the design process for our assignment was not the first one. It was like the 7th idea that I came up with, which is just crazy, and it really just shows how important brainstorming is. So yeah, thanks so much for listening, guys.